And welcome to Upon Further Review. I'm Josh Aubrey. Plenty to get to this week. Unfortunately, the Georgia Southern Eagles do not play this Saturday, so nothing from them. But we do have plenty of area high schools. The Bullock Academy Gators headlining things this week as they'll be taking on last year's state champs, John Millage. They're coming to Gator Alley coming up Friday for homecoming of all things for the Gators. We'll preview that, hear from Coach Collins and some players. We'll also send you over to Statesboro High School where the Blue Devils are looking to rebound from their back-to-back losses as they open up region play on the road in Jessup to take on Wayne County. And we've also got Southeast Bullock looking to rebound from a big loss to Windsor Forest, and they have the number one team in the region coming to call, and Jenkins, the Warriors, coming to Fred Shaver Field for a 7:30 kickoff on Friday night. We'll hear from all of them and have some softball action as well coming up next. And a reminder before we go to break, hopefully you'll never be in an accident, but if so, please give our friends at the Sullivan Law Firm a call, 912-489-8888, or online at thesullivanlawfirm.com.
The Medical Center Pharmacy on Grenade Street is proud to be your Health Mart pharmacy in Statesboro. The Medical Center Pharmacy, locally owned and serving this community for 50 years, is open 364 days a year. The pharmacists at Medical Center know there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. That's why they take the time to know their customers, explain their medications, and answer any questions. The Medical Center Pharmacy, your Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
And join me now, the head coach of the Statesboro Blue Devils, Jeff Kaiser, and coach, kind of in a way a similar matchup this past week as the week before in that you guys are really in it until late third, early fourth, and then a couple of touchdowns scored by Burke County, and then you just weren't able to come back after that.
Yeah, credit to them. They were an outstanding football team. If you look at Burke's schedule, they'll finish the regular season 9-1 and be in the hunt to the very end. Extremely physical and athletic offensively. We did some good things defensively early, held our own well, and then we just had too many mistakes. And some of that is there's physical mismatches, and we try to compensate for that through scheme, and we made too many mistakes in alignment and fits defensively, which put us in a bind late. And, our kids played hard. Our kids are very coachable. We got whipped by a good football team.
All right, so now you open up region play. How's the mindset of the team as you guys get ready for Wayne County on Friday?
We'll put that one behind us, and like we told the kids Friday night after the game, the first six didn't matter, didn't count. The season starts this Friday against a very good Wayne football team. Is 4-1, and everybody we play is good. So our kids are going to have a short-term memory and forget about Friday and move forward.
What kind of problems does Wayne give you? I know typically they're a pretty big team, and they've usually got some pretty good skilled players, kind of like what you saw this past week against Burke County.
They're big up front offensively. They're very unpredictable offensively. Coach Cribb does a good job of studying his opponents and finding areas in the opponent's scheme that he can attack. Defensively, they're very solid and well coached. It'll be very similar to last year, we hope, and that we have a shot to win it at the end.
You expect most teams to try to force you guys to pass?
Well, they're not forcing us to. We're actually doing that intentionally, okay, so that we can avoid teams getting in our face. But we're getting better at it. We're getting a lot better at it. We need to hit a few more, loosen some folks up, and then that will obviously help our run game.
I know that you've said we're a running team. We're going to run the ball.
Yeah, we are, but we're not. dumb to the fact that we don't have to be able to do both. We have run the ball effectively with the exception of one game. We ran the ball extremely well against Burke Friday night. Got to be multiple. We got to take what they give us. We just got to execute in the passing game a little more.
Anybody in particular on Wayne County's team that you guys will be looking at?
They've got a bunch of young, skilled guys they're pretty good. They got a new quarterback. It's a 10th grader that's doing a good job. Their quarterback from last year is their leading wide out. So they got a bunch of speed in the skill spots, and they're big on their lines of scrimmage. So it'll be a tremendous challenge.
All right, Statesboro High in Jessup taking on Wayne County to open up region play Friday night, 7:30. We've got the players coming up next. Join me now, a couple of the Blue Devil players. We've got Will Yon on the offensive side, a wide receiver, and Brendan Jackson on the defensive side. Will, I know you guys are coming off 2 tough losses to some pretty good teams. How's the team holding up right now?
Yeah, we're holding up good. We come out every day ready to work, and it's going to be a show Friday.
I know you guys have played some tough teams back-to-back, Brendan. I know that West Lawrence had the height and size, and then you've got the speed that you had from last week at Burke. How are you guys feeling right now defensively?
I feel like it's just preparing us for the region play, and it's getting us better and better, so we'll see better competition coming up.
Well, you've got some good competition coming up right now. On Friday night, you've got Wayne County. You played them last year. You kind of got a feel of what they'll have. What do you expect out of them on the road?
We expect just them to be like they always are. They're always really good on both sides of the ball, and we're just looking to match them and beat them.
Starting region play, is that kind of a chance for you guys to kind of push the reset button there?
It is. The half that counts is coming up, and we're just looking forward to playing good football.
All right, Brendan, you got Wayne County. You know they've usually got some athletes, and they're usually pretty big up front. What are you expecting out of them Friday?
I expect them to bring it, and I hope they expect us to bring it too, because we're going to come.
Region play starting, does that kind of get you guys hyped up, and now it's kind of like a new season in a way?
Yes, sir. It shows us that we need to get ready for, hopefully, the state playoffs.
All right, Statesboro High in Jessup taking on Wayne County to open up region play. Get out there and support the Blue Devils.
My Queensboro banker is Cheryl Quick.
Blanchard Equipment Company has 16 locations.
Queensboro has homegrown values just like us.
They get heavily involved in every community.
And that means strong customer service.
They've been around a long time, just like John Deere.
When you run across the bank like that, you stick with them.
I sure would like to own one of these John Deeres.
Well, we can sure make that happen.
Oh, well.
Queensboro is your community bank. Queensboro National Bank and Trust.
When my dad passed away, we started keeping my mother at home. She was not happy, and we were not happy because she wasn't happy, and so we decided we would check into Willow Pond, and we brought her to Willow Pond, and immediately when she came up here, that visit, the first visit, she fell in love with it, and she was ready to stay. We're so happy that we did for her because she was completely satisfied, and she lived here almost 11 years, between 10 and a half and 11 years, and there's no doubt in my mind that it extended her life, and it made her happy and completely content.
My name is Chandler Dennard, and I'm the Executive Director here at Willow Pond. Come let our family take care of your family.
And joining me now, the head coach of the Bullock Academy Gators, Pat Collins, and coach coming off a bye week. Before that, there was 4 games in a row where you've got to say you guys played pretty well.
Well, we had a good stretch, and I think we prepared well, and it helped us play a little better. But not taking anything away from those 4 opponents, but the competition level is going to be ramped up considerably with John Millage and really the whole month of October.
So you are playing John Millage. They were runners-up in the state championship last year to Frederica. You, of course, played both of those teams. The John Millage game, I remember it was a pretty cool game up there. Temperature-wise, you guys played pretty well for the first half, and then the game kind of got away from you in the second.
Well, you mentioned we played them twice. The first time was a very, very competitive game. We out-yardaged them. We out-first downed them. Field position, they edged us out just a little bit, and I always look at the field position factor. Neither team had turnovers in that first game, And it came down to just really a couple of plays that differentiated. The second game, I mean, I had to shake his hand because they just beat us, and they lined up and whipped us an old-fashioned way, and there wasn't a whole lot of adjustment to that. You know, we've had a week to get well. We've had a week to go ahead and begin our preparation, and it really ramps up this week as we get into the game preparation. But they're a solid team. I mean, they have a solid program. People have asked me, you know, what is it about John Millage? I think it's their program, you know, is just very, very solid is the best way of saying that. You know, I've been in this area a long time, and when you look at John Millage, they look more like a Vidalia High School or a Toombs County High School, or when I was at Scriven County. The roster's got about 58 boys on it, and you know, they all look pretty good, pretty formidable. You know, the tailback gets all the publicity. He's supposedly committed to go to an SEC school, and he's just a junior. But now he is the beneficiary of a solid offensive line, you know, very sound schemes. So, you know, what's making them go is a solid program top to bottom where they've got numbers every year.
Well, you guys have been putting up some pretty impressive numbers yourself. Offensively, it seems like it's not just a one guy kind of show. You've got Rodney Hill leading things there, but you've got Jake Wazen who can punch it in from up close, and he's back and healthy. And you've got Fisher Oglesby, who gives you a good threat passing the ball. He's been very efficient. He's throwing right around 70% or so completion rate on his passes, and has thrown 5 or 6 touchdowns.
Well, you're right. To have some diversity makes you harder to defend, and we've got several good players that were able to get the ball in their hands, and we feel like that you know, each of them have their unique strengths. You know, you take a tight end like Miller Pope. You know, he's 6'5", and I can count on one hand the number of times I've had a 6'5" tight end that can actually catch the ball. So he's a weapon for us, and we're foolish not to use that. We've got good receivers that can catch the ball, and I'm going to correct your math a little bit if you'll allow me, but Fisher's completion ratio right now is 80%.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
And we've only thrown 25 times, but he's 20 out of 25 and 7 touchdown passes. So, you know, we're trying to use the skills that the boys have in ways that will make our team more effective. And, you know, I think it's been an enormous adjustment from where we started to where we are right now. But I think the adjustments have been, you know, very calculated and on time. And I credit our offensive coaches for making those decisions. And, you know, defensively we've done the same thing. So, you know, we've got to play well. They're a very, very formidable team. They're ranked number 1 in the state for a reason, and we're going to have to play well. But if we'll play to our capability and they play their capability, it ought to be a heck of a football game. It'll come down to a turnover or field position or, you know, just a few plays.
And it's homecoming as well, so hopefully a big crowd on hand. Stay with us. Coming up next, we'll hear from one of the Bullock Academy players.
Ready for fall? Us too at RJ Pope. Get ready to cheer on your favorite team in a new performance polo from Peter Millar, Southern Tide and AFCO. Ladies, we have the best brands and trending fashions. Complete your look with one of our best-selling shoe brands, Soft, On Cloud, and Free People. Shop these brands and so much more at one of our 3 locations, RJ Pope Buckhead, Downtown, and Vidalia.
All right, now it's time to get the players' perspective. Today we have Lyons McKinney, offensive lineman, and you play on defensive line or linebacker?
Linebacker.
Okay. Well, Lyons, coming off a bye week, the last time you guys were on the field, it kind of capped a 4-game beatdown. You guys have issued a lot of teams. This time around, you've got the defending state champs coming to town. The good news is, I guess you guys go in fairly healthy. How's the team feeling right now when you go to as you get ready to play John Millage?
We're excited. We're ready to play a team like them.
You've got a lot of time to prepare for them. I guess that's got to be a pretty good thing to have an extra week.
Yes, sir. It helps everybody get back healthy and, you know, heal the bumps and bruises and everything.
You saw them last year.
Yes.
It was a tough game. You guys were in it for the first half and then kind of ran out of gas there in the second half. What do you do this time around differently maybe than last year?
I think we're in better shape than we were last year, and we just got to play tough. We got to play all 4 quarters.
What kind of problems did they present, and how do you feel like you guys can handle those?
They've got a really good running back, and so I think if we can stop him, keep him contained, we have a great chance to win.
So the offense has been fairly consistent. The defense, besides the first game, has played pretty well. What do you attribute that to? I mean, you're on both sides of the ball. Where do you see the biggest strides?
Both sides are working great, but it's all coming from practice. We've had much better practices since the first week.
All right, 7:30, Gator Alley, Bullock Academy versus John Millage. It's homecoming. Get out there and support the Gators.
This your boy Mo with the flow. Come check out the stove. 15-0, 2 weeks in a row, baby. Stiff arming, high prices. And we're throwing the flag on quality that's low. That's why you need to come see Mo at Floors Out in Statesboro, Georgia. Come check us out at 1267 Northside Drive East in Statesboro, or call us at 912-225-9911. Georgia!
Family Internal Medicine Associates of Statesboro, providing primary care for Statesboro area patients since 1998, providing complete physicals, complete sports physicals, Medicare wellness exams, full diabetes treatment, and education from lifestyle changes to oral medications to insulin pump therapy, in-house dermatology, in-house circulation tests, and ultrasounds, and in-house labs. Featuring nurse practitioner Melissa Beasley, Family Internal Medicine of Statesboro can accommodate same-day or next-day appointments to serve your needs. Family Internal Medicine Associates of Statesboro, where we care. This portion of the Southeast Bullock Coaches Show is brought to you by Crazy Nick's Inflatables. We'd love to be a part of your birthday parties, church and Sunday school functions, school event, community event, company events, or just entertainment for a small family gathering. Whatever your event, they can provide the fun. Serving Bullock, Effingham, Bryan, and surrounding counties, delivery, setup, and breakdown are all included in the pricing. For more information, call 912-690-5972 or visit them online at crazynicksinflatables.com.
Tanya's mother told her she'd find the perfect bedroom at Badcock Home Furniture and More. And she was right. Again.
Pick a pumpkin and save up to 25% at Badcock Home Furniture and More. That's extra savings on sweet deals, like this reclining sofa for just $5.98, or this 5-piece bedroom set for only $4.98. It's easy with your style, our credit. Pick your pumpkin and save at Badcock Home Furniture and More.
All right, join me now, the head coach of the Southeast Bullock Yellow Jackets, Barrett Davis. And Coach, I know it's a tough one anytime you lose, but especially, when you had yourself in a good position and now your backs are a little more against the wall. First off, what happened at Windsor? How are you guys reacting to that?
We knew they were a good team coming in, so we knew we were going to have to play a good football game. We were glad to be at home, and we came up a point short. We didn't do anything to put ourselves in a spot to ever take the lead or to actually be in the ball game. We just we gave up too many explosive plays defensively. We gave up a long touchdown pass, and then we gave up a screen pass that went 60 yards for a touchdown, and a couple other plays. And at the end of the game, we found a way to try and get some offense going. A couple flags kept the drive alive, and Peyton Carr was able to find the end zone and get in, and we had a chance, and we have faith in our kicking unit, and we still do. And it's just one of those bad timing things, and we missed the extra point. So we went down 14-13, tried an onside kick with 2 minutes left, and didn't get it. So once we ran out of timeouts, we got into a situation where we had to get the ball back. So let our defense we told our defense, hey, we got to let them score here, get them in the end zone, and we were down 21-13 to give ourselves a chance to get the ball back and have a chance to tie the game. So, but it was too little, too late, and we didn't do enough. We didn't execute on some big plays that we could have had, and it was just overall they just played better than we did, and they made the plays and we didn't.
So now you're sitting at 1-2. You've got Jenkins coming up, and if ever there was a time to get the things turned around, it would have to be this week, and it's against a pretty good team.
Yeah, Jenkins is good on all aspects of the game. They're 5-1. They're 4-0 in region, and they've beaten every team pretty good so far. So I mean, it was the same way last year, and I mean we had a good team last year. We have a good team this year. I think we've got to be able to put those missing pieces together and be able to execute it and turn it into points on offense or stops on defense. I think we've still got good pieces of our puzzles, in all phases of our games. We just got to be able to put that together, and we're got to play a really good game and be sound on Friday to beat Jenkins. So.
You've had moments, and you know that your offensive line was going to be, or you felt like your offensive line was going to be one of your strengths this year. You've had moments from game to game where things have looked pretty good, but it's been that consistency factor that's really kind of lost you, except maybe in the Savannah High game.
Right. We faced some good defensive fronts so far, and we'll continue the next few games facing some good defensive fronts. I thought our offensive line overall, they've graded out fairly well, or pretty decent. We had trouble running the ball last game, and we've had the injury bugs kind of hit us, and we lost 2 or 3 decent receivers or outside skill guys that opened up our passing game a lot more. So Friday they kept 8 or 9 in the box. Didn't respect much of our passing game, and we had to adjust. We had trouble running the football. So I mean, we got to find ways to be more than just one dimensional. And it was just kind of tough with injuries we had, and had one of our skilled players go down in the second quarter. So it was just kind of one thing after another. But it's no excuse. We got to be able to find a way to win games. So.
Well, big game Friday night, homecoming for Southeast Bullock taking on Jenkins. Stay tuned. Up next, we'll have a couple other Southeast Bullock players. The Southeast Bullock Coaches Show segment is brought to you in part thanks to Southeast Tire and Service. Southeast Tire and Service has been in business for 13 years, offering extensive vehicle repair and service from bumper to bumper. Come have a cup of coffee with us and let us help you with your car needs. Located at 400 Parker Avenue in Brooklyn. All right, join me now. A couple of the Southeast Bullock players on the defensive side of things, and I guess occasionally at fullback, we've got Logan Gomez, and then playing both sides of the ball also, we've got Darius Lovett. And Darius, we'll start with you. I know it's tough to come off a loss, especially in a game that you guys probably felt like going in, you had a good chance to win. How's the team responding right now?
Just got to put the work in that practice and just get healthy and stuff. Had a bunch of injuries and stuff at practice. At practice and during the game.
Mm-hmm.
Offensively, I feel like we just got to spread the ball out, spread it around more.
Logan, some of the same. I know you guys lose a couple of good skill position players for you before the game or during the week. It's got to be tough when you go in a little underhanded. How do you feel like the team's responding right now?
Well, the people who got injured are in rehab right now, and they're looking to get back this week. So I feel like if we just get all our players back, we'll be strong and ready to go this week.
All right. Well, you guys have had some moments offensively. I guess really besides the Savannah High game, you haven't really strung together some consistency. Do you feel like you guys still have the players in place to be able to do some things there?
I feel like we got the best athletes in the region on both sides of the ball. We just gotta make stuff click, just put everything together before it's too late.
Logan, defensively, guys played pretty well through the game, except for 2 really big plays that they had. Mm-hmm. You take away the long touchdown and then the screen that went for 70 yards, and you guys really did pretty well. How do you prevent those big plays?
We just gotta get all the calls from the sideline and get everybody on the same page, and our linebackers have to be able to call the plays, every single play loud, so everybody can hear it, and we just got to do our assignments. If we didn't let those plays up, the defense would have had a shutout that game. But, we're going to be all right.
All right, well, you got Jenkins coming up. You know what a challenge that is. How are you guys feeling about it? I know it's homecoming, so there should be a little extra hype for the game.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm always looking for a challenge. And just got to have a great week of practice and just stay focused and come out with a win Friday.
All right, Logan, same thing. You got Jenkins. You know how good they are. You got a lot of hype. It's homecoming. You guys feeling up for this?
Oh, we're ready. We're ready. We just, like I said, the players, we got to get all our starting, our guys back. And we just got to be on the same page and come together as a team this week and practice hard like Dave said, and I feel like we can pull it out as well.
All right, 7:30, Fred Shaver Field, Friday night. Get out and support Southeast Bullock.
A sports injury can stop you in your tracks. At Optum Orthopedics, our specialized physicians and staff use advanced orthopedic procedures with one specific goal in mind: to get you back to you. If you have a sports injury, request an evaluation. Experience the Optum difference.
Well, area high school softball is getting the region tournament underway. Tuesday, we had the Statesboro Blue Devils opening things up as they had a doubleheader with Union Grove. Let's send you out for some of the highlights from Mill Creek. Statesboro High hosting 4th-seeded Union Grove. Blue Devil pitcher Brenton Ann Rogers had the good stuff going early on with the inning-ending strikeout. Her teammates giving her some help. In the second, Lexi Tanner the single to center. Kinley Carter slides in under the tag for a 1-0 lead. Rogers then helping her own cause. The RBI single to the fence and right plates Bailey Roberts for a 2-0 lead. Tanner Kaiser adding to the runs as she'll get this one to fall into shallow center. 3-0, plenty for Rogers, who allows only one hit while striking out 16. Statesboro takes game 1, 3-0. Game 2, and the visiting Wolverines finally able to score a run as Ashley Mead singles to left. Leslie Cochran comes in, and the Wolverines with a 1-0 lead. Rogers would allow only one more hit while striking out 10. Trouble is Statesboro with only 3 hits themselves. And Union Grove forces a Game 3 on Wednesday, winning 1-0.
We place our trust in a lot of things every day. We trust that the red light will turn green, that our kids will wake us up too early on the weekends, and that our roof will keep us dry when the storm comes rolling through. But there's nothing more trustworthy than the rising sun. For over 50 years, Lee Hill and Johnston has ensured the trust of thousands across the Southeast. Like the faithfulness of the rising sun, you can rest assured that we have your trust insured.
And it's that time once again for Jen's Pick 6, brought to you as always by
Lee Hill and Johnson.
All right, last week Jennifer did pretty good, 3-3, not bad. Josh was 4-2, but Jennifer's going to rebound this week. We don't have Georgia Southern; they're off.
Thank God.
Chad Kevin
Seriously.
Lunsford
Seriously.
got the week off.
Yeah.
They can get ready.
What happened?
They won, but they just didn't win by a lot. It's okay.
But not by our point spread.
That they didn't.
By that.
All right, next time they're going to do it. Coastal Carolina. All right. This week, Jennifer, Kyler, your good buddy, for his birthday is going down between the hedges to watch Georgia play South Carolina. Georgia's given 25 points. What do you think?
Okay, so y'all have to understand that I talked to some of my friends, and that's my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
And I talked to him today, and I was like,
What did he say?
Georgia Bulldogs playing at home.
Yeah, 25.
And that's really kind of high, I think. 25 points.
Uh-oh.
But I'm going with South Carolina this week. I mean, I still have Georgia bound.
So they're going to win,
I
but
still
South
like
Carolina's
Georgia.
going to come.
Don't get me wrong. I still like Georgia
Okay.
Bulldogs, but I think South Carolina is going to win this game.
Well, Kyler Aubrey's going to be there at the
Kyler
game.
Aubrey, happy birthday, by the way.
Yes, and for his birthday, they're going to cover the 25. All right, next up, we got the Sun Belt game. Louisiana is giving one to Appalachian State, Georgia Southern's old rivals.
This is I'm sorry, guys. This shouldn't be on the sheet.
Oh, I got to. We got to fill it out, Jennifer.
But I'm saying Appalachian State this week, Josh.
I'm with you. I think App State gets it done at Louisiana. All right, next up, another team that Georgia Southern's played, LSU. They beat us pretty bad. They're giving 13 to the Florida Gators. That's a lot of points, Jennifer. What do you like?
I'm taking the Gators, Florida Gators this week.
All right, doing the chomp even. All right, Florida just beat Auburn. I think they're down for a letdown. I think LSU covers. Next up, we haven't had Alabama all year. They're number one. 17 points, giving Texas A&M. Who you like?
I mean, for 17 points,
Yeah.
I thought about it really hard, and then I was like, with Alabama.
That's probably the smarter move. I guess I'm going to take
You're going
Texas.
wrong. You're going down.
They're not going to win, but they're going to cover. All right.
down.
Now here's Willie Fritz. Tulane giving 30 points to UConn. Jennifer, you have anything to say to Willie Fritz?
Yes, I'm very sorry that I did not learn my lesson. I learned my lesson actually
Yes.
last week. So, Willie Fritz, you got it. I mean, because 30 points here is a lot of points.
But you still like them.
And I still like Willie Fritz. So
All
I'm
right.
with you.
30 points. I'm going to take them too. They beat Army. It was a good game last week. Anyway, the final game on here, couldn't find much. So I got another Sun Belt teams that we're going to be playing. Coastal Carolina is giving 6 to Georgia State. Jennifer, who you like?
Okay. Well, one thing, South Carolina's got 6 points here. Okay.
Coastal.
Yes, but I'm
They play in
also-
South Carolina.
But here's another thing.
What?
A lot of my fans don't know this, and this week I had an iffy doubt about this.
You weren't sure.
But then again,
So you went with the
I
point.
went with Georgia State.
I know. Well, I'm going to take Coastal because I think Georgia State, they play good every other week, so this might be the week they play back. We'll see. We've got a lot of different picks this week, Jen, so it could be close. All right. That'll wrap it up for this week. For Jennifer Hirsch, I'm Josh Aubrey. Thanks to Lee Hill and Johnson, and we'll see you next week.